Three new games have recently come to Zen Studios Pinball FX with One Williams Classic and the new Honor and Legacy pack. Hey guys, MichaelBtheGameGenie here. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the three newest releases from Zen Studios for Pinball FX. We've got the Honor and Legacy pack with A Samurai's Vengeance and Verne's Mysterious Island, as well as the great Williams classic, Whirlwind. And I'm going to tell you more about them right after this. So that's right guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the three newest tables released by Zen Studios for Pinball FX with the Honor and Legacy pack, A Samurai's Vengeance, and Verne's Mysterious Island, as well as the latest Williams release. It's a classic Pat Lawlor game, Whirlwind. On top of that, they're also announcing some new updates that are going to improve performance in cabinet mode, which I'm really excited about, which I'll tell you about a little later. I want to say a huge thank you to Zen Studios for offering to send me these tables for the purpose of this review. What's funny is I had already purchased Whirlwind and I was excited to play that and do some coverage, but then they also offered me the Honor and Legacy pack as well, so I took them up on that and we'll talk about it today. But before we get into that, I want to say thank you so much to everybody for checking out this video. Guys, I always appreciate the support. If this is your first time to the channel and you like what you see, go ahead, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, all that YouTube stuff. So for those of you that are pinball and virtual pinball junkies, much like myself, you would have tuned in last week for the newest episode of Pinball Bites, where they announced the three newest tables for Pinball FX. The first one I want to cover, and the one I was most excited for, was of course Whirlwind. I'm always excited when Pinball FX releases a new Williams table. It's something that I sadly missed towards the end of the life cycle. Pinball FX 3, constantly getting that new Williams games. It's been one of my revelations with the new version of Pinball FX, seemingly getting a new Williams game every month or so. And this time we're getting one that I wasn't actually familiar with at all. Being an early Williams pinball table, I wasn't really familiar with it, but after I started playing, I quickly fell in love with it. Like I mentioned earlier, this was designed by the pinball legend Pat Lawlor. It has a lot of really cool elements, including the three spinning discs on the table, which will alter your ball during gameplay, which I think is such a cool mechanic. I've seen it done so many times now. TMNT, both versions of TMNT, I think the Data East and the new Stern table use a similar dynamic. Really, really cool feature. One of the things I was completely overwhelmed with was how beautiful this table actually is. Everything included in the original table is recreated here for you to enjoy at home. It's an absolutely beautiful table. So many different things happening, mechanics. It's really, really, really cool looking. And one thing I certainly appreciate is the above and beyond that Zen Studios goes for and shows appreciation for the original pinball offering here, as with the 3D render, they did in fact include the iconic special topper that actually blows wind in your face. Unfortunately, there's no physical way to actually do that, but it's very cool to see it here as they're displaying it on the 3D render of the original table. Now, for those of you who have watched some of my gameplay playing the classic Williams tables through Pinball FX and Pinball FX 3, usually one of the first things I do is turn off the video gaming extras, the 3D characters, the effects that usually happen. I just want to play the classic game, but I have to say the added effects are actually really cool here, and it's one of the unique Williams games where I'm not really that bothered by leaving those effects on. I think they add an element to the gameplay and the overall experience. I'm still probably going to turn them off most of the time, but if I leave them on, I don't find that they irritate me as much as they do with other games. Moving on to the Honor and Legacy pack, first up we have A Samurai's Vengeance, and we're going to take a trip to feudal Japan. And I am not kidding when I say this, because the art and the elements included, including the cherry blossom tree with the falling cherry blossoms, are all very well done, highly detailed art, and definitely absolutely nail the aesthetic that they were going for and take you to that time period. One of the really cool things I like about this table is it's all set up around this whole dynamic of taking out certain bosses. It gives me a whole Kill Bill feel to it, and each boss has a unique play mechanic or pattern that you have to hit in order to take them down. This table packs a lot of punch. It definitely gave me that comeback and one more game feel to it. I really am surprised by how much I enjoyed a Samurai's Vengeance. The only thing that I really didn't like about it is with the actual play or what I'm experiencing so far, I find the majority of my shots all seem to go up at the middle at that sword dynamic, and I guess that's the way the game is designed because it leads to your battle shots and getting to that upper play field. However, I did find that a little bit tedious, and I wanted to change it up a little bit, but I'm going to explore the game more, learn the actual rules, and maybe see more depth to the game that I didn't see through my initial playthrough. And last but not least, we have Verne's Mysterious Island. This table is inspired by the novel The Mysterious Island by Jules Verne. Everybody loves Back to the Future Part 3, and of course when Doc Emmett Brown had his kids, he named them Jules and Verne after the famous fantasy author. So here we go. This is a very interesting game. It implies dynamics of a survival game where you actually have to capture resources, and there's some crafting elements, which takes it into kind of like a campaign mode with never really going into a campaign mode. I don't like campaign tables, so it's nice that they implemented these elements without going too far into the video game side and stuck to a traditional pinball format. This game also has everything you could possibly want. There's multiple ramps done with different styles, hidden pop bumpers, and there's even a volcano upper play field. What more could you want? Overall, I'm having a very good time enjoying Verne's Mysterious Island. I think this is yet another winner from Zen Pinball. There's nothing there to detract from it. No, stop-go pinball dynamics where the ball gets stopped too early. This is just an open table with some great shots and a great playset, rules, whatever you want to call it. I think this table is a winner as well. But guys, that wasn't just it. It wasn't just 3 new exciting tables coming to Pinball FX. We also got an update on cabinet mode, which I'm really excited about because I have the At Games Legends pinball table. I've got the amazing Buy Stuff Backbox 2.0. I finally went out and purchased pretty much all the tables on Pinball FX. I already had them on the Epic Games Store because Zen Pinball were kind enough to send me a bunch of codes and send me a bunch of points. So I pretty much had most of the library already on Epic Games Store, but I went out of my way to purchase the library again on Steam so I can enjoy it better on the At Games Legends pinball table. So I'm very excited about the announcements they made during Pinball Bites. During the presentation, they announced 2 big updates for cabinet mode with Pinball FX, one of which is for classic build-your-own table users that have a real DMD in the table. They have now added real DMD functionality to Pinball FX so you can enjoy the experience with your real DMDs, something that has been long requested. On top of that, they are also implementing new fixes to streamline and improve gameplay, get rid of lag, get rid of all the efficiency issues that Pinball FX was currently experiencing in cabinet mode. Hopefully, with this update, the experience runs much smoother. And that's one of my next big journeys with Pinball FX. Like I mentioned earlier, I just purchased all the games on Steam. I moved my library over there, and I'm ready to finally start getting going with my At Games Legends pinball table. And to do so, I'm going to use one of my favorite people on YouTube, and just favorite people overall, Wagner's Tech Talk, to do so. And I want to say a huge congratulations to Wagner's Tech Talk because now he is officially working with Zen Studios and Pinball FX. So if you guys go over to the Pinball FX website and you look up how to set yourself up in cabinet mode, you can see at the top of the channel, they have a link there leading you directly to Wagner's Tech Talk's guide on how to set up Pinball FX on a home digital pin or virtual pinball machine. So check out Wagner's Tech Talk Pinball FX Setup Guide. Set up for the Legends Pinball. You are good to go. If you're looking to do it, much like I am myself, this is now the official go-to guide, not just for At Games Legends people that are interested, but also from Zen Pinball as well. They're telling you this is the guide to go check out. So I'll leave a link down in the description below to Wagner's Tech Talks guide. So if you're looking to do the same thing as I am, set up Pinball FX now on your At Games Legends pinball table, feel free to use his guide. So anyways, guys, that's my quick overview of the 3 new tables just released for Pinball FX. I really love Whirlwind. I'm so excited to be able to play it at home. And of course, as you guys know, pinball is such an expensive hobby. I would love to play the physical thing. Thank God for Zen Pinball recreating these tables and giving us an easily accessible way to play them at home, whether on the PC or, through our digital pinball machines. Of course, the Honor and Legacy pack is a original table, usually not the thing I'm the most excited for. However, I really like the builds of these tables. They play good, they shoot good. I think you guys will enjoy them too. And of course, the updates to cabinet mode just make me more and more excited for my next big adventure, which is putting Pinball FX on my At Games Legends pinball table. So guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think of these 3 new tables from Pinball FX? Which one's your favorite? I got a feeling you're going to say Whirlwind. That's my favorite too. And have you put Pinball FX into a digital pinball table, whether it be the At Games Legends pinball table or a custom one, something you have yourself? Let me know what your experience is, and let me know if you've done the update and do these fixes improve the experience for you. Anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. This is Michael B. the Game Genie. I'll talk to you next time.